Hello YouTubers, and welcome to my fourth Doctor Who action figure review. Today I shall be looking at the last classic figure in the new Men of Steel range, which is the Invasion Cyberman from the fourth Cyberman story of the Patrick Troughton era. This is the second Cyberman design from 1968, the first of which was shown earlier that year in The Wheel in Space. So, this figure is easily my favourite out of the entire wave. It was the 10th Planet Cyberman. It's an excellent figure, a great representation of what is dubbed by many to be the classic Cyberman design. When people think of Cybermen, they think of this walking through the streets of London and coming out of the sewers. But enough about that. First of all, let's look at articulation. Well, he has a bit of articulation in the head, very little. That doesn't really matter. There wasn't any articulation in the head in the story. The shoulder articulation can do a 360. We have articulation at the elbow. Goes out like that. Wrist articulation does a 360. Slight articulation at the hips, which is blocked slightly because of this part of the costume. Articulating the knees, which is not hindered by the tubing. And 360 degree turns in the feet. And no articulation at the waist. Also note that there is no articulation at the bicep, no doubt because of the fact that these tubes here are very, very thin and just it wouldn't work if they would have snapped. And again, no articulation at the thigh. So, let's look at the detail of this figure. Starting with the head, this is, pardon the pun, but this is just wonderful. We have the nice teardrop eyes that was first introduced the same year in The Wheel in Space. We have sort of glass part in the top, the light. And what I find to be great attention to detail is this small little dot here. Now some of you may be wondering, well, what's that meant to be? Well, back in the old days of Doctor Who, the Cybermen had to be screwed into their helmets. And that there is the screw. You can sort of see the join of where the back piece of the helmet would click in, and then they'd screw you in, and you were stuck there, which was obviously not very nice for the actor inside. And it got worse into the 80s when they had 4 screws to screw you into the helmet. Now, just to give you a brief idea of what I mean, this is my Revenge of the Cybermen helmet. And although it's not from the Invasion, as you can see, the back piece has the bolt and screw. And then that comes off accordingly, and there you go. But enough about that, let's get back to the review of the Cyberman. So, that is the head detail. The chest piece is very, very nice. We have the light here that the Cybermen would touch their chest units, that would light up and it would kill people. And you have these small rings here, which were the clips to clip the chest piece onto the suit. Now the suit is actually a diving suit, which you can sort of see there. You've got the zip up the middle. there's this small circle piece here. That, I take it, was obviously the logo that was on the diving suit, which has been painted over. So it's very, very nice that they kept that in on the figure. You can see all the detail of like the stitching up the side of the suit, and the sort of V-shaped pattern on the back and all the creases. And because of the rubbery texture, it really looks like the sort of stuff used in the episode, which is really great. The tubing on the arms is quite flimsy, and it isn't joined to the elbow like on the other two Cyberman. This is obviously to allow posability. Same at the knees as well, along the legs. And the boots are very nice with the shoelaces kept on, just like in the episode. And of course, this figure comes with an accessory, which is his cyber gun, which is made of quite a rubbery material, but still very nice accessory there. But overall, a very, very, very nice figure. Now, people have moaned about the handles. Now, as you can see, the handles on this chap are pretty fine. Well, they are now. This is what the Cyberman looked like before. Now, as you can see, the handles are absolutely ginormous. But you can fix it. So let me tell you how. All you need to do is pull the handles out. Basically, pull it out, and you have to like ease it out, wobble it a bit, and it will pop out after a while. It should be okay. It shouldn't snap. And do this to both pieces at the top and the bottom. Pull it out. Get something like a nail and put it into the hole, and just sort of move it around like that, and then put the handle back in, but this time push it in as far as it will go. And if it needs to go in a bit more, then just keep easing it in with the nail. One side is normal, the other side is quite huge. If I just do the same to that side, although I can't get that one back in anyway. Oh, there we go. So there we are. So that is the Men of Steel wave, well, the classic figures in the wave at least. And I have to say, it's great to see a lineup of 1960s Cybermen.
Reporter, I shall inform the cyber controller. Continue to phase 2.
You will obey us. The station is now under cyber control.